welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where today we have two more games. We have Swansea and Reading, 7th and 8th in the table, respectively. It's going to be a couple of difficult games, but definitely not impossible. But before we get into that, a few things to go through. First of all, we did have a game in the FA Cup. We had QPR and we won 2-1. We took a 2-0 lead, and then they got a very late goal, 81st minute, or something like that, 86th minute, even later than I thought. And yeah, we were able to see it out. We were able to pick up the 2-1 win. Andy Flynn getting his first competitive goal for us, and Mikel Bayliss bagging 1-2. All in all, we did pretty well, to be honest. I'm quite happy with how we performed. We didn't look shaky, we looked quite good. However, well, there's good things first, actually. I'll save the however. Let's go to our transfers. Let's go to our transfer history. And well, we've got some players who've came in. First off, Pavel Chesnikov. He's a central midfielder. He came from Watford? Yeah, he came from Watford for 14 million. Now, we didn't pay all of that up front, obviously. I think we paid about 7 million up front. So, yeah, he looks pretty good. He's a raw, deep-line playmaker. He's not overly spread out in his stats. He's very specialised. He's got the passing, he's got the first touch, the technique, the vision. He can ping balls around and he can create chances, which is what we're really lacking. And I think he's going to be a great player. Only 23 years old as well, and he can still grow. I think he looks very, very good, and I'm quite hopeful he will turn into something very, very nice. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the signing, to be honest. He looks like exactly what we need. We need more midfielders anyway. We are lacking them. So, bringing another one in, not too bad at all. And then Luis Gustavo, 18.25 million. We paid 8 million up front. The other 10 million is over the next 3 years or something like that. He is a left back, and he looks very, very good. Now, he's injured for the first game today, but the reason we've bought him in is that Richards is actually leaving. He's going to Fulham for around 15 million, I do believe. So, yeah, it's not a bad sale. We've bought in a player who looks pretty good, only 25 years old, a very good left-back. Pretty balanced, to be honest. I wish he had slightly better crossing, but he still looks like a very good player, both in the defence and the attack. I'm optimistic about his impact. It's a shame he's out for this first game, but he is literally a day away from full fitness, and he's already valued at higher than we've paid for him. He is on a lot of money, by the way. That was unavoidable. He came from Liverpool, so yeah, he was on a lot there, and he's on a lot now, but I'm hoping he can have a good impact and, well, be a key part of what we do in the Championship. So, all that said and done, I did hint that there were some negatives. There definitely are. It's called injuries, illness to be exact. It's been plaguing us. It's been absolutely running rampant around the squad. And, well, it's forced a couple of changes. First of all, Vidanovic is out with it, is probably the biggest one. Our goalkeeper is out with illness. Now, Haryanto is still out on international duty. I thought it was just an international call-up, like a friendly or a qualifier. He's at the Asian Games. He's Indonesian. I didn't click on at all. He's at the Asian... I can't remember if it's the Asian Games or the Asian equivalent of the Euros. I can't think what it's called for the life of me. But I know they have two competitions. Obviously, Heung-min Son had this problem in real life this year. But yeah, he's going to be back at some point. But hopefully he's not for a while. I want him to do well. I want him to sort of, yeah, have a good run at it. I want his international success to be there. So, we do have another couple of problems. Gabriel actually has a full injury, but he's back in a day, so he is featuring today. And Steinarsson, our backup keeper, also has the same illness. It's been a problem. It's got around the squad. It hit our goalkeeper first, and to send him home would have taken 3 weeks. So I risked it. I kept him in the club to keep him out for 3 or 4 days or something, and it just spread like wildfire. The majority of players has recovered, but it's still affecting the odd couple, which is a bit of a problem. But Steinarsson's in goal. I'm not overly optimistic, but we'll be hopeful. We will be we'll try and be a little bit positive, but Gustavo, like I said, taken to the bench today, but Chesnikov is starting in the centre with Toma. Doyle Hayes also out with this illness. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, we've got a lot of players out with it. So, this is what our starting 11 looks like. A few players in there who maybe wouldn't normally be starting, and we're certainly missing a couple, but I'm quite optimistic that even if we don't get anything in this game, and it is going to be a difficult match against Swansea, I've made some good signings, and I think those moves are going to really help us in the coming matches. But let's focus on today's game first. Go out there, give Chesnikov a number, 25. I'm alright with 25. And let's see what we can do. 4-2-3-1 from them, relatively standard. Let's, shall we get aggressive? Did they beat us? No, they didn't beat us. I expect to win anyway. Only one player reacting well. That's not ideal, really, but it's not dreadful. At least there were no negative reactions, and it's still one player looking good. So, well, maybe we can get something. Well, there is a highlight. I'm just telling the players to get creative, but Horn rolls forward to Tomu, knocks across to Richards. In his last appearance for us, Yastrzemski goes for a cross, but it is blocked, and they manage to get the ball and clear up. And we need to get it back. Gabriel nods down to Richards. Can we create another chance from this? We might have to go backwards first, and we do. Now, Gabriel does have that minor injury, which may cause a couple of problems. I don't want him on the ball under pressure if we can avoid it. So, well, he's got the ball again here, and he does just lump one forward. Tries to find Bayliss, but the keeper comes out and claims. So far, this highlight's been on a while, and not a lot has happened from it, as McKenna rolls back to their keeper. Bayliss steals it. They've had a nightmare, an utter nightmare. Bayliss nicks it from McKenna, or sorry, from their keeper, from Vellenruther, something like that. That was an awful pass back. The keeper's not even facing the right direction. He can't pick it up. His only option was to either pump it out for a corner, or, well, just give it away like that. And it's not a clean way to take a 1-0 lead, but it's a 1-0 lead. Bayliss steals the ball, scores, and we have another highlight. Now, they do get the ball from our throw-in and clear upwards, and Evans is on it. We need it back. They lump up. Horn nods out, and, well, we seem to flick it forward. Flynn, I thought he was going to take it there, but he just got tackled. An excellent challenge from their defender, and they're once again coming forward. As they slide in behind our defence, Barnes strikes. Our keeper's rooted to the spot. Steinerson, first instance we've seen him, and, yeah, not great, is it? But it's only a levelling goal. We got a dodgy goal ourselves, so I think we'll just chalk that one up. But it's not great, is it? I mean, Horn just kind of let him pass. It's not great. We'll leave it at that and see if we can create anything to put ourselves back in the lead. Well, they've got a free kick. They're going to flick in, and, well, it just goes over the bar. It's out for a goal kick. Nothing major there. It's a fairly nothing chance, but still not nice to see them for them. Well, we've got a goal kick right on the edge of half-time. We play out to Vadasa. Is this going to be a highlight in our favour? Are we going to be able to create anything? As Chesnikov, our new player, is on the ball, plays forward to Benon, who tries to play one into Flynn, and he does so. Flynn's through, and he can't strike. He strikes that time, though. He gets it past the keeper. Their keeper is abysmal. We've got a backup keeper in goal, and I'd still rather have him than whoever they is. He is thoroughly responsible for both of their goals right now. This is a wonderful ball from Benon, by the way. Let's not let that one slide. Outstanding stuff from him. But, well, he hit the keeper. He couldn't catch it. It hit off their defender. It hit the keeper again, and he couldn't get rid of it. It spilled to the side, and Flynn takes it and strikes. We're 2-1 up with arguably two of the luckiest goals we're ever going to get. We were absolutely gifted, both of them. But you know what? I am not going to complain. It's going well. We've got the lead. And we don't look terrible. Their goal was, I think, a bit of a one-off. I don't think we're going to defend like that very often. I'll say I'm happy with our performance. It's not technically true. We've not looked overly convincing, but it's not terrible either. So, in the second half, I think we need another goal just to secure things. Well, there is a highlight here. I was very tempted to make a change, but we pump forward. Flynn's on the ball. Can he strike? He rounds the keeper, who misses it again. It literally hit him and he couldn't push it wide. Flynn bags his third for the club in just 2 games, obviously scoring in the FA Cup and then here today. Well, Richards with a great ball forward, and it's his last game for us today, so I am glad he did something. He's been good for us. He just wanted to move away. The club that wanted him were able to pay the fee I want. And we had an ample player who could come in and fill in a very similar role and who looks very, very good. So it seemed like a sensible move. But yeah, Flynn scores again. It's now 3-1. Now there is another highlight. Richards heads up and we head away. Flynn once again on the ball. He's on a hat-trick if he can get it. He tries to play forward Bayliss there, but it's not really successful. But it does just fall back to Richards. Their clearance just a bit hurried, a bit poor. But considering all the injuries we've got and all the backups we've got in, I think we're doing alright here. But we do still have a game to see out. Their keeper does manage to actually clear for once. And, well, Skip knocks across to Glover. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to come to anything. That's a great challenge, but it just falls to them. But Horn gets involved. Horn gets stuck in. Clears away to Flynn. There's Bayliss in the middle if he can clear. No, he just rounds the defender, strikes. Their keeper actually made a save. For once in his life, he did his job. And, well, we're still only 3-1 to us. As there is another highlight. Banon nicks it back after he loses it. Flicks into the box. Bayliss on it and strikes. And Bayliss scores. 4-1. A game of this a bit all over the place, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, but we are thoroughly pumping them. It's not bad at all, is it? Banon loses it here, but then shows a great bit of hustle to get it back, and then does go to flick in. I'm wondering if that's the skip who plays for Tottenham. He's young enough that he'd still be in the game, so I am wondering if that's him. I might give it a look at the end of the game, but, well, we're doing alright, to be honest. We're not looking too shabby at all. I don't want to make any changes. I want to keep this team out there and just see what we can do, as they've got a corner with a few minutes left. Steinerson with a great save there. Absolutely just sticks a hand up and swats it out of the sky. Beautiful to see. And they've got another corner. We do manage to, well, block the first shot, block the second, and then get the clearance in. Bayliss is actually on it here, and if we can break away, no, he gets brought down. That's at least a booking for me. I'm sorry, we were in a good counter-attacking position, and he's just gone for the man and not the ball. If you don't book him for that, that is harsh. You didn't either. I think that's a bit, I think we deserve something there, but, well, we've got a corner in the dying minutes of the game. We flick in, they flick out. 4-1. 2 goals for Flynn, 2 goals for Bayliss. Lovely stuff. So the man of the match went to Andy Flynn with an 8.9 for his 2 goals. The only assist of the game going to Darren Richards, who's leaving us after this match. It's his last match for us. Very happy with the result and the way you played, and, well, a wonderful game, a wonderful result. Let's get on to the next one and see what we can do there. So here we are for game number 2, and there have been a fair few changes to the side. There have also been a fair few changes with our overall squad. So let's take a quick look at them, because a few players have left. Now, wow, a lot of players have left. These aren't all as. So, Ronaldo Vieira has left. He just decided to transfer away. He wanted more game time, so we've moved him on. Darren Richards, as I mentioned, has also gone. And Carlos Figueroa has gone out on loan to Atletico Pamplona, who are paying all of his wages. So, absolutely no reason not to do that, really. Apparently, George Short has also been bought in on a free. So, yeah, a few players have left. I don't know who George Short is. I think he was our director of football bringing him in. But, yeah, a few players have moved on. That is perfectly okay with me. So, this is what we're lining up with. So, Doyle Hayes is back in the side as the advanced playmaker in the centre of midfield. Luis Gustavo is playing at left back. He's actually injured, he's playing with injections, but after today we've got another FA Cup game. We've actually got Notts County, who to get to this round knocked out the team I support, Mansfield, so yeah, we need to beat them. I'm not going to be showing you that game, by the way. It's against a League One side who are struggling, and it's the 4th round of the FA Cup. It's just not a big deal, but the other big change is that I've changed our fullbacks to wingbacks to better accommodate Horn and Gustavo. I just think it will help create some chances as well. I think it will help us get some more goals. So with all that said and done, there might be a couple more changes knocking around on the bench, but those are the bulk of it. So let's submit the team, get stuck in, and I'd like another good win. I'd love a double win episode, to be honest. It feels like a while since we've had one. It feels like a while since we've had any wins in episodes at all, to be honest, but I think we got one last episode, actually, so that's a lie, but you know what I mean. We've struggled lately, so they come out with a 4-2-3-1. It's all very standard. Let's go out there. And let's aggressively say we are Reading. Obviously, we're going to have that option quite a lot because the manager before us was rubbish. So, yeah, we can take advantage of that. A few players reacted well. Let's go out there and hopefully, well, batter another team. Well, we do have a corner. Luis Gustavo steps up to take. He flicks it in towards Flynn, and it just goes wide. He did find his man there. Flynn just couldn't guide the header, but not a bad early sign. We've had a corner, and as you can see from the stats, we've been dominant. It's half-time. It's 0-0. Very little's happened, despite us having a lot of shots and, well, a fair few on target. We've just not seen any of it. So let's get aggressive and say I'm far from pleased, because I want us to be winning. Everyone fired up and motivated by that. So, well, I'd love 3 points, to be honest. I just want us to bag a goal, bag another, and let's just secure this game. Well, we have got a highlight. Banon on the right-hand side tries to flick into the box. It's headed clear, but Bayliss tries to head again. They do clear, but Horn picks up the loose ball, plays forward to Banon. Can we make another chance? He sprints towards the centre of the park, plays out to Jastrzębski on the left, plays it inside. Andy Flynn strikes, and so so far, Andy Flynn is looking like a wonderful signing. It's another goal for him, his 4th of the season already. Just 3 games played for us, or 4 games played for us maybe, I can't remember. But I think he played at the second one of last episode as well, so yeah, it would be 4. But it's another goal for him. And that run, by the way, by Benon to knock it across to Yastrzemski there, absolutely brilliant bit of vision and creativity to just drift from his position, play a simple pass to the other winger. Very nicely done. So we are still 1-0 up, but Mikel Bayliss not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring on McGee for him. He's obviously very natural in that pressing forward role, and I'd like to give our youth players some good game time anyway, so let's get him out there and see what he can do. They've got a free kick here. Brandino's going to pump it to the box. Flynn heads the first one clear, but they do get the ball back. We need to put the pressure on. We can't let them have an easy opportunity. And well, we're trying to win it back. We're putting the pressure on, and Yastrzemski steals. Plays forward to Flynn. He's got McGee in front of him. Can he find him? He slides forward. McGee strikes from a long way out, and well, I think that's the youth there. I think that's the inexperience. A bit of panic because there was no need for that. The 1-2 was on. He had a man to his right. Potentially a wasted opportunity. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. They've got a free kick. Barry's going to flick in and they've got a lot of men open, but he completely misses all of them. Benon steals the ball. That was dangerous and we got fortunate that their free kick was awful. He plays forward to Flynn. There's men in the centre. McGee is on it and McGee scores, assisted by Andy Flynn, our 2 young strikers. I say 2 young strikers. One's 6 years older than the other. One's 22 and one's 16. But they do combine to bag that goal. And again, Benon with a great run. I don't know if it's Benon or Benon, by the way, so I'm switching between the two. But yeah, another great goal by him. I think he really is one of like the most hidden gems on our team. It's just so much of what he does is just so good and so crucial. And anyway, we've doubled our lead. Benon on the ball once again here, drifting over to this left-hand side, knocks forward to Flynn, finds McGee. Can we create another goal? We find Horn on the right-hand side. The cross might be on. He finds Flynn, who heads just wide. I thought it was going to be another, but no, we've still only got that 2-0 lead for now. But with just minutes remaining, it's looking like it might be enough. They do have a corner though. Barry flicks in. Gabriel heads clear. And once again, we're back on the ball. Flynn is on it. Can he find a pass forward? No, he does get tackled. We do head out though. We're back on it once again. The fight we're showing is very, very good. We're putting a lot of hustle behind this ball. We're not giving them any space on it at all. As Benon plays forward to McGee, he's in the box, he strikes, and Cole McGee bags his 2nd of the game, assisted again by Karim Benon. He's absolutely running the show. He does it very quietly, but every single highlight that's good for us, he's involved in every single one. He is an absolutely magnificent player. And another goal for our 16-year-old striker, Cole McGee. Let's not forget, our best striker is out on international duty. Our best striker on paper, and he's been good on the pitch as well. And we've still got Bayliss, we've still got McGee, we've still got Flynn. We've got an excellent strike force. We've still got John Foster as well. We've got 5 sublime strikers. I have tried to sell John Foster. I'm not going to hide that one. He wanted to leave for game time. I don't really want him here. He's just a bit surplus, and no one wants him, so it's a bit annoying, really. But it's a great win. It's a 3-0 against Reading. What excellent stuff. A double for our 16-year-old striker, and our 22-year-old new signing getting a goal and an assist. Karim Benon with an absolutely sublime performance. Gabriel with an 8.1 as well. All good stuff. All good stuff across the board. It's really hard to fault. Wonderful. So outstanding. What more? I need more good words. I need more words for good. But honestly, our best striker's on international duty, and we've just scored 7 goals in 2 games. I don't know what else to say. It's absolutely excellent. 2 of those strikers are extremely young too, and the other 2 aren't old. Like Haryanto and Bayliss aren't old players by any means, and we've just got so much depth in our attacking positions. And our wide players are just playing very well, our midfielders are playing well, and our defence is outstanding. So it seems like we've got over this hill, this little hill that we had here. It seems like we're past the worst of it now. We had 3 defeats in a row, now we've had 3 wins in a row. How long can we keep it going? It's quite one of those wins is in the FA Cup, to be fair. But how long can we keep it going, really, is the question. Now, I'm going to play this game against Notts County off of camera. It's just not a very interesting game, to be honest, is it? So I'll go out there, I'll beat them, and we'll be back tomorrow. 4 games against Middlesbrough and Crystal Palace. Should be an exciting couple of games. It'll also be the end of the transfer window, so if anything happens in there, I will be sure to bring you that too. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Tomorrow's will be up at 5:30. Subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. And, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye.